Alright, first off, I want to say please do bear with those black bars stuck on the left and right sides of the screen. We're going to be stuck with them for a little while. Second thing is, I'm back. This is Metroid 4, Metroid Fusion. The plan is to get all of this done before, because at the time of recording, Metroid Dread comes out in a few days, and I want to get started on that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm going to hit start. And you guys will be able to see what this is all about. Okay, Samus here is the one who's narrating. She says, I'd been assigned to watch over biologics research team. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388, which was the planet in Metroid 2 and Metroid Return of Samus. Or I should say Metroid 2's remake, Return of Samus, or Samus Returns. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we know now as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. And there she goes. Okay, the ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. Ah, the baby that was in, what was this? The larval Metroid from, well, it was in the second game and it was in the third game, which was Super Metroid, and it was touched on in Metroid Other M. Okay, Vaccine Metroid says they proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. That's Samus's baby Metroid. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. And that was simple enough, right? As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realized I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. Ah, the baby Metroid. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. This is why a lot of people didn't like Metroid Other M, because the CO that she's referring to in Fusion is the one that she was taking orders from in Other M. Okay, and we're like, you know, Samus doesn't take orders from people. Alright, there's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? I'd say so. Look at this map. Now, go to the quarantine bay. La la la, and we're here. We're already starting, alright? What I remember about this game, I know that I'll definitely not be able to get 100% of everything. I'm not trying to get 100% of everything. If I remember like a puzzle or something, I'll do it. So this is Samus. Currently we have no weapons, but she can duck, and if you hold down the L button, she can aim upward and shoot, or if you run diagonally down, she can shoot down the other way. Okay. This is Metroid Fusion. Okay, this game came out in, I believe, 2002 for like the now archaic Game Boy Advance. Okay, the first game in the series was Metroid, which came out, I think, in the 80s. There was something down here, but I think I need bombs. Either bombs or I need the, whatever that sprint thing that she does is. I need those. We are close to the navigation room. In fact, the navigation room is the next room over. I just want to make sure. Nope, I think we're good to go. First game was Metroid. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Okay, the quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Okay, so we're on our way, but anyways. Oh, that's right, Fusion has some great music too. But anyways, Fusion came out, the first game was Metroid. Metroid came out in the 80s, I believe. Its remake is Metroid Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance. Okay, the second game in the series, okay, we're very close to the target. The second game in the series is Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. That was for the Game Boy. Okay, so we got what we came for. That was a little X thing. I guess that's the parasite. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me how to play the game. The second game was Metroid 2: The Return of Samus, or Samus. It has a remake as well, the 2017 game, I believe. Samus Returns for the 3DS. This is our computer, says this is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroid were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? I'd say so. Now, get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. Alright. So that's our next go-to. The third game in the Metroid series is Metroid 3, otherwise known as Super Metroid. Actually, I guess I'll talk about them in order. I think, from what I remember, the Prime games, Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, all take place after the first Metroid game, okay? And then you have yes, we will save data. Then you have the second Metroid game and its remake, Return of Samus / Samus Returns. After the second game, you have, okay, we need to keep going to the right. After the second game, you have, we got a dead scientist here. After the third game, you have, or the second game, you have the third game, which is Super Metroid, okay? And then after Super Metroid, there we go, take that guy out. After Super Metroid, I believe, is Metroid Other M, which was on the Wii, I believe. It's another navigation room. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. I'm sorry if I'm scrolling kind of fast. I'll try to slow it down a bit. Once you have this data, you will be able to use missiles. Alright, this will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Okay. Is your objective clear? Yep. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. I'm trying to remember. I think I know who the major antagonist is. Actually, I don't think there actually is a major antagonist in this game. Let's see. What's over here? Is this the right way? This is not the right way. That's dead end. Okay. But anyways, after Metroid Other M would be this game, Metroid Fusion. Now, the games did not come out in order, okay? But after Metroid M would be this game, which is Metroid 4, Metroid Fusion, and it seems that we're gonna take this elevator up. It seems that the game following Metroid Fusion would be Metroid 5, Metroid Dread. Samus says that computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. So, this is the operations deck. Notice that the music has changed. I really like the music in atmospheric games like this. You can see space from the window. Okay, this is a recharge room. You can see these throughout the games. They refill your energy tanks. which is your energy is your health. I guess now I'll talk about the actual game itself. This is a save room. I'll use this. Your energy is your health. When I get missiles, though, they will show up and have their own little counter. These recharge rooms will fill all of your stuff. So eventually, when I get bombs, the recharge rooms will fill those as well. We need to go up here to this navigation room. What do you have to say? Navigation room says the data room is just ahead. Alright, close enough. And this is the data room. Okay, missile data downloaded. Hold R and press B. Alright, so notice when you press R, her weapon changes. That's her little rocket launcher. Okay, so this is shooting, and when you hold R, you get missiles. Ooh, what's going on? Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try them out. Is your objective clear? Yep. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now, find a way to the target. Okay, so if you look here, we've almost explored a lot of this map. Now, there's a lot with these, the Metroid games are, let's see, what's the Metroid archetype? The Metroid archetype is that, you go through these stages, or you go through these areas in the map. Some areas have hidden items, and you will have to, search them out as you progress through the game. But typically, when you start off with very few weapons, and that was a little, I guess, like a little manhole cover that I blew away so that I could make my way through this passageway here. Notice how this part of the map is green. If you look in the right corner, that means I'm going through a oh, right. Okay. That means I'm going through a hidden area. Okay. You're gonna see a lot of these throughout the Metroid games. They may not always be green, but they'll typically have a different way to show that they're off the beaten path. Okay. Not to say that this is what Metroid Dread is going to be like. Oh. But that's an aspect of the games. I think with Metroid Fusion, I forget. I think Metroid Fusion is like the first game in which Samus is able to ledge hang. Is this the first game she was able to ledge hang? And it might be the first game in which she was able to climb ladders. Okay. And I might be wrong, but I do believe that was the case. I think a lot of people like this game. I think any gripes people had about the game were because, what's over here? Okay, I remember this. Notice if you look in the top right of the screen where the map is, you see a circle, the flashing circle. That means that that's where I am. That means that there's an item in this room somewhere. All right. I happen to remember that this one is over here. So once I collect this, that's a missile tank acquired. My missile capacity increased. Okay. Notice now that the green square is a dot now. That means I've collected any obtainable items that were in this area. I've collected all of them. Okay. This is back to the main deck, and we're getting closer to our target, it seems. I don't remember everything that happens in this game, but I guess I remember some stuff, some stuff more than others. I'll hit this save point up here, because I get paranoid about saving. Alright. I think some people didn't like, I think the deal with X is that you absorb X per, oh, yeah, ow. I mean, yeah, okay, it's that kind of deal. You absorb X parasites, and X parasites will, X parasites will, no, Alright, there we go. Oh. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, jump that, shoot you. Jump that. Alright, hit that. Ah! Alright, there we go. Jeez. Okay, the yellow ones restore your health. The green ones restore your missiles. The red ones restore a lot of health and missiles. Okay, I think there's also some blue ones. Blue ones restore more than yellow parasites, but they restore less than red ones. Okay, this is an energy tank. This increases your energy. So look in the top right, top left of the screen where it says energy. I now have a little red notch there. This says energy tank acquired, energy capacity increased. You're gonna, this is one of those X parasites that I guess I gotta, like, listen to the, hang on. It's coming back to me. Yeah, there we go. I'm all out of missiles though. There we go. For this thing, you need to shoot this thing with missiles until you blow it up. Sometimes if you're let's just get rid of this thing before I die. Right now, I'm pressing the wrong button a lot because I have this thing set with, oh, that was quick. I have this thing set with Game Boy Advance controls instead of like Pro Controller controls. This is the Morph Ball ability recovered. Press down twice to morph. Alright, we'll keep going. I am, by the way, playing on if you watched my Pokemon Snap playthrough, the original one, you'll understand what I mean when I say I'm playing through unconventional means. Alright? I'm using unconventional means to play the game. She can also aim up and down off of a ladder. She's pretty versatile in how she can attack. Oh. Let me see, let me climb back up here and hit that. This game came out in 2002, okay? In 2002, I would have been, by the end of 2002, I would have been 9 years old, I think. Okay, so my guess is that many people who might be playing Metroid Dread, this might be their first Metroid game. You know, I think these things you can blow up with missiles. Okay, this is it looks like just a recharge room. Our next step is to hit the navigation room. Okay, whenever you finish a mission, you should just return to the navigation room and see what else is up. Like I said, there are a ton of hidden stuff in these areas. I don't think I ever got 100% of everything. There's also a thing with these games where you get different rewards depending on how fast you complete them. Computer says, Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X parasites. Sector 1, SRX, shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Yes. Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Right, so it appears that there's something on the station with us that we will probably have to deal with at some point. We will save again, just because that's how I roll. So our current orders are to make our way down to the first sector. I think there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there are 6 sectors in this game. And then you have I guess the main bay or something. This is a navigation room. I think we already got enough information to know what we're doing. This is Sub-Zero Containment. Oh, I guess I'll risk it. This is Sub-Zero Containment. Look at that. Alright, that's all you guys get to see. if I stay in there any longer, I'll die. There are some spots in the game where if you stay in there too long and you don't have the correct equipment, you will take damage. Okay, it'll just immediately just sap your health until you're dead, and it's basically a stay out of here until you're ready kind of spot. This is the first elevator. This might also be the end of the first part, because I remember what happens here. Okay, if you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like. I'm gonna play it all to completion.